After dealing with so many losses in the Null and Void event, I finally managed to beat it and obtain the new Warlock Tower. And in this video, I'll be going over all of its stats. Starting at level 0, it costs 4.2k to place down. It deals 25 damage on its ranged attack, 50 melee damage, and 25 AoE damage. A fire rate of 1.1 seconds and a melee swing rate of 2. His melee attack falls into this red circle. Once an enemy walks into it, she will swing at them, having a max target hit of 2. Finally, it has 22.56 DPS on its ranged attack and a max of 49.8 on its melee. At level 1, titled Acolyte, with a price of 2.5k. For its ranged attack, the damage increases to 40. Its range increases to 20, and a DPS of 36.1. Now for its melee, it now deals 85 damage, 40 AoE damage, and a max DPS of 82.17. At level 2, titled Forbidden Arts, with a price of 6.8k. For its ranged attack, it now deals a knockback force of 20. Its damage increases to 60, a reduced fire rate to 0.8 seconds, an increased range of 23, and a DPS of 74.26. For its melee, the damage is now 150 and 60 for AoE, an increased range of 7.5, and a max DPS of 134.46. At level 3, titled Pact of the Blade, with a price of 12,000. For its ranged attack, the damage increases to 115, the knockback force increases to 22.5, and now has a DPS of 142.33. For the melee attack, it now deals 250 damage and 115 AoE, a swing rate of 1.8 seconds, and a max DPS of 265.49. At level 4, titled Eldritch Knight, for a price of 18.5k. For its ranged attack, it deals 200 damage, a fire rate of 0.75 seconds, an increased range of 24, a knockback of 30, and a DPS of 263.85. For its melee attack, it deals 400 damage and 200 AoE. It also deals bleed damage of 2 and a stack of 3. It has a range of 8, max hit of 3, and a max DPS of 553.1. Finally, at max level titled Abyss Walker, for a price of 28,000. For its ranged attack, it deals 260 damage, a fire rate of 0.6 seconds, a range of 26, a knockback of 37.5, and a DPS of 427.63. For its melee attack, it deals 750 damage and 260 AoE. It now has a bleed stack of 6, a range of 9, and a whopping max DPS of 846.24, meaning one max Warlock has an average DPS of around 670. This tower has a placement limit of 4, meaning all max Warlocks have a total DPS of 2,680 and a cost efficiency of 9.3 DPS per $1,000. Comparing that to 8 max accelerators with a combined DPS of 2,913 and a cost efficiency of 6.07 DPS per $1,000. Now, of course, like every other tower, it has its flaws. One of them is that it only has hidden detection, so you need other towers to help it with flying or lead. Another problem is that when an enemy gets into a melee range, it'll ignore all the enemies outside of it, giving them the chance to slip through. So you'll need to make sure you have other towers to take care of them. So Warlock is only meant for a sub-DPS as it's reliant on other towers to help, but nevertheless the Warlock is a very powerful tower. So I think it deserves a low to mid S tier. I hope you guys enjoyed this tower review. Let me know in the comments if you loved or hated this tower, and I'll see you in the next video.